Hello friends, as we all know that exams are coming near. Some of the students have done the preparation for the exams, some are doing the preparation for the exams, and some haven't, and they are really stressed about it. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 tips to improve your grades. So let's begin. Tip number 1. Do your homework. It sounds obviously, doesn't it? To get better grades, do the homework assignment. Yet you would be surprised by how many high school students don't do their homework, leaving an assignment unfinished or waiting until right before to do the test to do them. That might have worked in middle school, but it's unlikely to fly in high school. If you are in a radio class, it's covering a lot of material and your teacher assumes you are going to learn some of it your own. This is excellent preparation for college, when your classes will meet much less frequently, but you will have much more work to do outside of class. High school teachers are trying to prepare you for the shift by encouraging you to maintain the expand your knowledge through homework. Finally, if you aren't doing the homework, you wouldn't know what you don't understand, which means you wouldn't be able to ask the right questions. Tip number 2. Participate in class. Everyone knows that it's easy to pay attention to something if you are active and involved. Particularly in a classroom, passively listening often makes it harder for you to remember what was said because you weren't actively participating. Of course, your ability to participate depends somewhat on your teacher, the class, and your own personality. Some teachers prefer to lecture with minimal input from their classroom, while some students feel uncomfortable speaking in front of others. Nevertheless, these days almost all educators recognize the importance of active learning and making such participation inclusive for all students. Whether it's answering a question, asking a question, participating actively in group work, or otherwise being involved in the classroom. Participation in class is a great way to master the material and show your teacher that you are trying hard. Tip number 3. Take good notes in class. It's a near universal fact sheet. A student takes good notes. That said, notes taking is not necessarily something all high school students know how to do, and not all students do a good job of teaching it. Learning to take notes may be something you need to undertake on your own, but it's absolutely critical to getting better grades. Not everyone takes notes the same way. Some students find it helpful to write longhand, while others record lectures and take notes later. When they can pause and journal through, it's best not to write down everything the teacher says. Rather, truly good note takers digest what's important and write down just the key facts. Don't worry if it doesn't come naturally right away. Note writing is a skill that takes time to develop. As you improve, you will likely earn higher grades as well. Tip number 4. Don't hesitate to ask for help. There is a misconception among high school students that you should only ask for extra help if the teacher specifically recommends it or if you are getting really bad grades. In fact, all good teachers would love to help you whenever you need it. Whether you are trying to understand your test scores, essay comments, homework assignments, or class involvement, setting up a time to take to your teacher out of class is always a good use of the time. They don't want to give you bad grades. They want to help you learn the material is why they teach. Tip number 5. Keep yourself motivated. Last but not least, another trick about getting better grades is that isn't just about one test or one paper. A strong final grade is the product of a good grades all strung together, which means you need to stay motivated throughout the year. Staying focused on schoolwork isn't always easy. Things come up in and outside of school that take away from your focus. And it's easy to give if into procrastination when you have a lot of on your plate. A situation you are sure to encounter at some point. Bear in mind that is a marathon, not a sprint. Once in a while, you wouldn't finish your homework, and that's okay. The important thing is that you are striving towards your best academic performance by doing as much of this